Good morning, everyone. And I have to say, it's an absolute pleasure to be back at the Economist Cyprus Summit one more time. The themes of today's panel, in my view, couldn't be more timely. As President Biden has stated, we're at a significant inflection point in world history. Here in Europe, we are facing a fundamental challenge to our shared security, brought on by Russian President Putin's brutal war of choice in Ukraine. And in the face of this challenge, as has been repeated many times this morning, European security has shown its strength and depth, and most importantly, its resolve to stand united against Russia's naked aggression. The foundation of that resolve, I would argue, is the strong partnerships that underpin it. Let me be clear. The United States is committed to these partnerships. President Biden's national security strategy, just released last week, calls our alliances and partnerships around the world the United States' most important strategic asset and an indispensable element contributing to international peace and security. It embraces the transatlantic relationship rooted in shared democratic values, common interests, and historic ties, describing Europe as our foundational partner in addressing the full range of global challenges. The title of the panel today, Partnerships for Peace, Stability, and Security, I would argue aptly describes U.S. goals and priorities in Southeast Europe and the Eastern Mediterranean. As we work together to impose costs on Russia for its unprovoked and unjustified further invasion of Ukraine and flouting of the international order, as has been pointed out so many times this morning, our coordinated actions are demonstrating the strength of our collective commitment to international principles of sovereignty and democracy and to a Europe whole, free, and at peace. The Republic of Cyprus, I'm proud to say, is a valued partner in these efforts here in the southeast corner of Europe. Security has many dimensions: defense, economic, and our shared efforts against the tremendous transnational challenges we are all facing today. Climate change, as was pointed out earlier by Mr. Fisher, migration, and most recently, health, as our shared experience in facing the global COVID-19 pandemic so clearly demonstrated. And this is just naming a few. Since the signing of the U.S. Republic of Cyprus Statement of Intent on Security Cooperation in 2018, as the defense minister was pointing out, our bilateral cooperation in the security realm has steadily grown. We are working together to combat trafficking on drugs, arms, and people, training together on maritime search and rescue, and cooperating even more closely on anti-money laundering efforts, and importantly, in the face of Putin's heinous actions in Ukraine, sanctions implementation. A physical symbol of this growing partnership contributing to greater regional stability in the Eastern Mediterranean is the U.S.-donated Cyprus Center for Land, Open Seas, and Port Security, or CYCLOPS, a state-of-the-art border security training facility owned and operated by the Republic of Cyprus. Through its regional trainings and workshops on issues from customs to airport security to sanctions enforcement, it is a vibrant symbol of a more secure and more stable Eastern Mediterranean region. The growing and deepening network of regional partnerships is also making an important contribution to regional prosperity and stability. And here I'm thinking of not only the vibrant trilateral engagements Greece and the Republic and Cyprus enjoy with so many in the neighborhood, and of course the so-called 3+1 engagement amongst the United States, the Republic of Cyprus, Greece, and Israel, but also fora such as the East Med Gas Forum, which met here in Nicosia last week, with the themes of energy security and the transition to green energy dominating discussions. Friday saw the inauguration of the Eurasia Interconnector. My fellow American, the state senator from California, was talking about the Euro-Africa connector. And the Eurasia Interconnector is an important project in ending Cyprus's energy isolation and a path toward increased use of renewable energy. It's no accident that the project's promotional material highlighted the support of the 3+1 to the interconnector's actualization. Similarly, President Anastasiadis' Regional Climate Change Initiative and Associated Action Plan, which the United States supports, is a clear demonstration of the greater ambition on climate needed by all countries of the region, will help address one of the most critical and existential challenges the Eastern Mediterranean faces today. Addressing climate change now is vital to the region's future security and prosperity. Minister Petridis in his remarks noticed the significant the Republic of Cyprus places on the recent certification by Secretary Blinken, which allowed the lifting of the international traffic in arms regulation, the recent passage of law, which also allowed for our ability to educate National Guard forces in the United States under our IMET program, and the SPP. Behind the certification on ITAR stood our continued and growing partnership on anti-money laundering efforts and the Republic of Cyprus's decision to deny Russian military vessels access to ports for refueling and servicing. We believe this determination will better enable the United States and the Republic of Cyprus to advance peace and security in the Eastern Mediterranean, which in turn will help efforts to diversify European energy sources and improve energy security and foster greater trade and investment links. So let me end where I began. The United States is a global power with global interests. We are stronger in each region, including Southeast Europe and the Eastern Mediterranean, because of our affirmative engagements. I've only touched the surface today. The European Union, including the Republic of Cyprus, is an indispensable partner of the United States, more than ever as we jointly face the immense challenges of war in the heart of Europe and the consequent disruptions to all our lives. Thank you.